Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to talk about 5 different shrubs that are great for winter interest in your garden. Right now we are right in the middle of the most intense winter I have ever experienced here in Eastern Oregon, so since I can't get outside and garden much, it's actually a really great time to plan. It's a good time for all of us that are right in the middle of a winter season to look at our landscapes and decide where we need more color, texture, form, that kind of thing. So today I'm going to show you 5 different examples and I'm going to get right into it. The first one is a sprinter boxwood, and I just am a huge boxwood fan. They're one of my favorite evergreens. I love them as hedges, as topiary forms, in containers, and in the landscape. Pretty much any way you use them, I love them. The reasons why I like the sprinter boxwood is that it's one of the fastest growing varieties and it grows about 2 to 4 feet tall and wide, so it's really easy to maintain this one in a small to medium sized hedge. One of the best things though about this one is that it doesn't bronze in the winter. You know, a lot of boxwood varieties, they get this kind of bronze cast, and this one stays a lot more green, which I really like. They're also deer resistant and they're hardy down to -20 degrees Fahrenheit. So these are just a really good option for your garden. The next one is the Arctic Fire Dogwood, and this one kind of speaks for itself. I mean, check out the color of these stems. So while it doesn't have leaves in the winter, it lends a really wonderful color to the winter landscape. And most varieties of red twig dogwoods grow really big, like 8 to 10 feet tall and wide, and this variety grows 3 to 5 feet tall and wide, which makes it really easy to kind of tuck into any landscape situation, particularly residential landscapes. A tip about these ones, they maintain the best color on new wood. So it's a really good idea to go give them a hard prune either every year or every other year. So if you're not using them for coverage, like you're not using them in a hedge situation or you're not trying to cover a utility box of some kind, you can go out every other year and cut the plant all the way off to the ground, and it'll come back fresh and it'll give you those bright, vibrant stems. But if you are using it as coverage or trying to hide something in the garden, you can go out every year and just cut out 1/3 of the old stems. A couple more things, this one is deer resistant and it's a zone 2, meaning it's hardy down to -50 degrees. The next one is Castle Spire holly, and I love to have holly plants out in the garden because they look beautiful and I like to cut their branches for holiday decorations. They've got those classic dark green glossy leaves and then the bright red berries that look so great in Christmas decorations. This variety grows about 6 to 10 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide, and it grows with more of a pyramidal type shape, so it lends a little bit more to a formal feel. And because it grows only 3 to 4 feet wide, it's really easy to tuck into smaller areas of your landscape. Another couple things that are really great about this one is that it can tolerate more shade, which a lot of evergreens don't, and this one can, and it can tolerate more moist soil. So if you've got a problem area that's shady or more moist, this is a great variety. You also want to make sure to plant a pollinator variety near it, so a variety like the Castle Wall holly, so that you're sure to get a really bright red, beautiful crop of berries. All right, so the last 2 I actually don't have examples of here in the greenhouse, but number 4 is the Softserve Fall Cypress, and I love this evergreen. It almost looks like a fern. It's got really graceful, beautiful, soft architectural branches. It's a gorgeous plant. It grows about 6 to 10 feet tall and 5 to 6 feet wide, so it's still a fairly narrow evergreen, so you can tuck it into smaller areas of your landscape. And this is a great substitute for the dwarf Alberta spruce because the spruce are really prickly and they tend to have more insect problems, spider mites being the most prevalent, and spider mites are the worst. And the last one is the berry Poppins winterberry, and I love to use winterberries in my holiday decorations. Not only do they look gorgeous looking out a window and seeing those bright red berries show up, but cutting branches and using them in wreaths and garlands and things is just, it's so much fun to be able to do that. Traditional winterberry plants grow pretty good size, so 6 to 8 feet tall and wide. So the good thing about berry Poppins is it stays on the smaller side at 3 to 4 feet tall and wide, which makes it really easy to tuck into the landscape so you don't have to dedicate this huge, massive corner of your flower bed. So that's it, you guys. Keep in mind that I garden in a zone 5, and the plants that I showed you today range from zone 2 to zone 9, so they're not suited for really warm tropical climates because they do need a cold dormancy period in order to perform the best. So I really wanted to end this video to show you some great examples of plants that I really like for winter interest, and also I was hoping it would remind you, if you haven't had a chance to go outside and take a good hard look at your landscape, that you might go do that and make notes where you could use color or texture or weight, any of those things, because I know how it is when we go to the garden center in the spring. We get so distracted by everything that's beautiful and blooming that sometimes we forget about adding things to our garden so that it looks pretty for the next winter. And I think I would like to make a series out of this type of video, starting with 5 shrubs for winter interest, and then maybe talking about 5 awesome perennials, 5 awesome annuals, pond plants, trees, tools. I mean, I could go on and on. The subjects are kind of limitless, and I would like to know what maybe you would like to learn about. So please leave a comment down below, and I will link all of the plants I talked about today down in the comment or description section down below. So if you want to learn more about them, you can go check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.